For lost and stolen inquiries, press 1. To tell us about a new fraud or scam, press 2. To tell us about a card purchase you don't recognize, press 1. If you think you've been scammed, press 2. To tell us about a bank transfer you've made, press 1. To tell us about a card payment you've made, press 2.
Let's get someone to help you. Calls are recorded to help improve our service. We are committed to treat every member as an individual, so please let us know about any access, health, or support needs you may have, so we can help you manage your money. When you speak to one of our colleagues, ask them about the range of ways that we can support you, and please treat them with kindness and respect. We apologize for the delay, and thank you for your patience. Please continue to hold, and we will be with you shortly. We apologize for the delay, and thank you for your patience. Please continue to hold, and we will be with you shortly. We apologize for the delay, and thank you for your patience. Please continue to hold, and we will be with you shortly.
Investigations, Jackie speaking. How can I help?
Hello. Did you say Jackie?
It is, yes.
Hello, Jackie. It's Simon here.
Hello.
I'm phoning up on behalf of another nationwide customer who's a friend of mine whose English isn't so good.
Right.
What's
the situation?
He's been basically defrauded by some people online.
Right.
Made two transfers, one of £5,000, another one of £20,000. And I just want to get sort of like a rough outline of what we need to sort of do. What, if we're insured by anyone, if we can make an application to Nationwide, or who we report things to, or what the protocol is.
Well, you can report it as fraud.
Right.
It's fraud. Yeah. Is there any reason why you're involved, or was it just to get the process? Is it?
Well, just because he's from Italy, and his English, he didn't feel particularly confident about doing this, and I just said I'd give him a call while I was at work today.
What, has he bought something, or?
No, it's a trading scam.
Right.
So basically, what happened was, and I wish he told me about this earlier, but unfortunately, he didn't tell me until after the whole thing had happened. But he saw some advert on social media that said, he could make a good return on a certain investment. And he looked at sort of various reviews online, and they appeared to have positive reviews. So he put his money into this thing that appeared to make the balance increase.
Right.
And these guys were on the phone to him saying, you can make more money if you put more money in. So that's what he did. And it grew for about 6 weeks, as far as I know, from what I've got written down here. And then when he started saying, how do I withdraw? Everybody started to sort of say, we need a copy of this, we need a copy of that, we need a copy of your passport, we need a copy of your EU identity. And as he was trying to send all this stuff over, they started to sort of disappear, and the phone numbers seemed to stop working, and then the website stopped working, and then it turned out to be it wasn't real.
Right, so it's an investment scam.
Well, trading rather than
yeah.
So it was basically.
What are the dates of the payments?
I don't have like the private stuff of his. I just said I'd make sort of inquiries as to what we should do next.
You can log it as a scam.
Yeah.
Now, you've got a couple of options. You could take him to a branch, and they could put him on the phone to us from there, so he's got help.
Okay, well, we could certainly do that. I can certainly go with him to a branch.
Or you can sit with him by the phone while there's a lot of questions you have to go through, but this process is relatively simple. It'll take about half an hour, maybe an hour.
So is it a situation where he's insured for this kind of thing, or Nationwide are insured?
No, there's no insurance for that.
Right.
Because he's obviously paid this under his own free will.
Right. I just wondered what all these kind of people online saying they can get his money back. How
that's
they
recovery scam. That's a recovery scam.
So could they get his money back or not?
No, they will ask you for some more money. So that in effect is another scam. So if you feel that, unless you go legal, of course, and you know that it's a genuine solicitor, but most people, if they're saying that they can get the money back for you, is generally a recovery scam.
But what about if it is a solicitor?
Oh, well, that's fine. You could go through one of the there's a special name to them.
So would they actually be able to get the money back?
It depends on a lot of things. Where the money's gone to, whether it's been blocked in time, whether there's any funds remaining, whether members have done their due diligence and looked at all our warnings that we've given, whether Nationwide has been responsible as well. Yeah, so there's lots of things that will be considered.
So how could Nationwide be responsible in that situation?
It's unlikely, but if there was multiple payments going out, and we'd known that it was a scam or we'd known it was a fraudulent payee, 9 times out of 10, we do pick that up before anybody would know that they were sending it to a fraudulent payee. It takes a while for a fraud pattern to be recognised as to how it's reported. So we'd get to know about fraudulent payees in time, not always straight away, of course.
Okay, but what about in this situation where he's made a payment to overseas and he's not really ever done that before? Would that be something that they should have picked up?
Are all of them overseas?
Well, it's only 2 payments, but yes, they're both overseas.
Well, they're not part. If it's overseas accounts, they're not part of the contingency reversement module. So Nationwide definitely wouldn't be responsible.
What does that mean?
All the banks and building societies sign up to a code.
Right.
So we've got to provide the right warnings, provide the right duty of care. So we don't do that with overseas banks. So you'd have to take it up with the bank involved over there. Did you say he goes abroad?
Well, no, not apart from when he goes back home. No, not really.
Is that where he sent the money back home? No.
No, he sent it from Nationwide. No. I'll make absolutely sure about that, because as far as I can tell, he kind of got duped into buying cryptocurrency with it somehow. I think, like, they took control of his computer or something. So it's possible.
That is a scam.
It's possible it's a UK bank, but of course, obviously,
I mean, he should get it logged anyway. He should get it logged with us if he's 100% sure that it's a scam. Yeah.
He's 100% sure it's a scam. It definitely is, because we found it again on various social media. It's still sort of.
Get it logged as soon as you can, and whichever way he prefers to do it, through the phone or through the branch. But if he goes to the branch, they might be able to put him in a room and speak to us or something like that.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
That sounds like the best option to me.
And then maybe you could go with him.
Yes.
Yeah.
But as it stands, there isn't actually any kind of nationwide fund or insurance or anything like that covers him.
No, because what they were doing, they're investing and they're not regulated by the FCA. So what we'd always stress to people is that if they want to invest in cryptocurrency, is you have to be prepared to lose a lot. There is a slim chance that you could make a lot of money, but also there's no regulation there. There's nothing to say if it goes down, it's gone.
Well, I think these people are they're traded people anyway. Yeah. They're giving the idea that you can make money out of speculating on. So they're selling products to people that are way beyond anything they understand. Yeah. So then they can just say, oh, it's a contract for differences, and you bet the wrong way, and you lost all your money. And there isn't an easy way to prove that that's not what happened. Even though that isn't what happened, they just stole the money. So it's a very, very tricky line to draw, because the thing about speculation or trading is it's not for normal people. It's not. No. Of course, they get sold this idea that it's going to make them a lot of money. Of course, you can make a huge amount of money in speculation in a day. Of course, you can, but the chances are it's like betting. It's incredibly slim. So that's what they kind of. Because if you look at the bottom of the website's gone now, but at the time it said, CFD trading is highly speculative and all the rest of it. So they sort of have the small print. But that's not what actually happened. They just transferred his money into, I don't know which crypto, but one or the other, and then just sent it away somewhere else, and then gave him a sort of screen, looked like a trading screen, that was just a phantom. It was just a nonsense. So it went up and up and up to make him think he was going to make more money, until he put more money in, and then as soon as he put all his money in, it just disappeared.
Yes, yeah. It's not good.
So the bottom line is, there's not. So even if, so all the recovery scams online are fake. There isn't a single company that can do anything.
You'd have to go and do your own research and find if there's I'm sure that there's a league. I wouldn't know,
right?
But I would assume, because I see it a lot.
Right.
But yes, you would need to go to recognised scam. There are scam solicitors.
Yeah, I've seen a couple of real solicitors that have a real UK address.
Yeah.
But obviously, but presumably they're still going to charge even if they don't get a recovery.
Some do the no win, no fee, don't they? I think.
Right. So as long as we can verify it's a proper UK solicitor registered with the Charter for Solicitors in the UK, and it's on a no win, no fee, there isn't really anything to lose by going to them.
No.
Okay. Well, that's. But the first thing to do is to go to the bank, register everything.
Get everything organised. Get your statements. Get your dates. And just have it. You know, any record of any conversations, any bills, invoices, or communication. You know, build a case together.
So if you've got any kind of recordings of any phone calls, any website addresses, anything. So basically, his browsing history we need to get, really.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Well, that's useful. Is there anything else that comes to mind that's going to be useful for us to take to the branch when we go?
No, we do. You know, any evidence would be, you know, they can scan that to us. So, you know, anything that you've got that you think is relevant to support the case, just bring it.
And how much of this do you see in a day, this kind of fraud?
Loads.
Just loads
every
and
call, all different scams, to be honest with you.
I mean, I'm looking at one online at the moment, just because I just happened to arouse my curiosity as to how this all happened. And the scam is so absurd, it's almost ridiculous. It's like a picture of that girl tennis player with a black eye on Facebook saying, "Oh, Emma Raducanu didn't realise the phone was still recording." And you click on it. I mean, how does that even get online?
No.
It's a picture of a famous person with a fake black eye. I mean, surely that. Surely somebody in Britain can take Facebook to court for that. Why can't the tennis player girl take them to court for that? I don't get it.
Was it on Facebook? Was it? That usually means that there's some sort of virus.
It's on Facebook right now. I mean, they've got fake BBC news readers telling you that Nigel Farage has got some money making scheme to help poor people. I mean, it's just absolutely bonkers.
Are you reading it off a laptop?
No, I'm reading off my computer sat in the office.
Yeah.
It's definitely not a scam. It's really there. Sorry. It's definitely not a virus, rather. It's definitely really there online. I mean, they've literally deep faked Nigel Farage and the newsreader to make it look like it's a real interview, and it's on Facebook right now.
It's done with an AI, isn't it?
Exactly. So you can understand. So to my mind, until somebody takes Facebook to court or something, it's just going to get worse because these scams are really clever. I mean, they're really. It looks like it's actually him. It sounds like it's him. So okay.
Hopefully he'll demand it's taken down.
I would have thought Nigel Farage would have taken them to the cleaners. You know, he was an investment banker, wasn't he? You would have thought he'd be on the phone to his solicitors in a moment.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay, well, Jackie, thanks very much for your time. It's very, very sad to hear that you're hearing about this much fraud in the UK.
Yeah.
I'm guessing it's mostly poorer people, is it, this happens to?
It can be.
Is it mostly pensioners and young people, or is it just everybody?
I would say it's all different scams for different ages, but most of them, like at the moment, we're getting most affected is card scams, Black Friday, Christmas shopping sales, all that sort of thing. So, most of the calls at the moment are concentrating on card scams.
And what kind of average value is lost per person? Is it? Would you guess?
I don't know.
Okay, but 25,000 is above the norm, presumably.
I don't know.
No. Oh, really? Oh, blimey. Okay.
No.
Okay, so everyone's in this much trouble. Okay. Well, that's pretty shocking. Okay, well, thanks so much for your time, Jackie.
Yeah, so let us know when you take the customer in and pop them on the phone to us so that we can get the scam logged.
And then from there, it probably solicitors the only option from there, really.
Are you a Nationwide member yourself?
I am, yes.
Yeah, so you, yes, if you don't mind supporting him through it, then that would make life a bit easier, I'm sure, for him.
Yeah, okay. Well, it's just a bit of a bad time for it to have happened in terms of the year, but never mind. Okay, well, best of luck with it, Jackie. Thanks very much for your time.
Thank you.
Cheers, bye-bye.
Bye.
Wow. So it's just scams all day long. It is pretty incredible that just that one bank in the UK is getting card transfer. I mean, mostly card. So most of these people are paying by card to these Facebook, Google, Twitter, or X.com, whatever the hell it's called now. Scams that are deep fake, designed to defraud everyone. She couldn't even say what kind of people there were. There wasn't a specific age group, there wasn't a specific amount of money. Card was more common because transfers are easier to stop, essentially, but it was everyone in the UK being defrauded constantly. And that's the story we're looking at now. I mean, just looking at this page, here we've got another BBC one, as you can see, from Nicole Mbadambani.
Nigel Farage has revealed live on air a project that will earn each participant from £15,000 per month with minimal investment. He promises that this project will help families become richer. He also stated that every participant who signs up and invests £200 in the same month is guaranteed to earn their first £7,000.
When someone tells me that I'm just lucky, I laugh in their face because today the internet has everything that makes it easy to get rich from the comfort of your sofa. In this live broadcast, I'm going to show you what you need to do to make money this way. The problem with most people today is that a lot of people don't know about it and are afraid to just try it. By telling this, I want to give our citizens the opportunity to easily earn online with minimal investment without getting off the couch and stop going to a low-paying job every day.
Think about it. If everyone starts getting rich, who's going to work in hospitals, schools and factories? What would you say to that?
I think people should have a choice on how to make money. You can start earning from £15,000 a month with an investment of £200 or just pass it by. It's your choice. I have no reason to lie when I've invested over £700,000 here already, and I'm earning from £225,000 monthly. So while access is open until the end of the month, try for yourself to at least start with a minimum amount of £200. And tomorrow when you wake up in the morning, check your account on the platform. The amount should at least double. I advise anyone who sees this video to sign up as a matter of urgency before access is cut off.
I mean, what chance do you have as a person who's just arrived in Britain against something like that? I mean, that's a pretty convincing scam. If you saw something like that 10 years ago, I think most people would have fallen for it. Probably, well, maybe not most people, but it's pretty terrifying when you see that a deep fake AI can pretty much simulate anybody online. It's the accusations against Michael Jeffrey Jordan and Musk made history, leaving critics in disbelief. How is that an advert? There he is, scamming. Michael Jordan scamming. What on earth? You know, Keir Starmer with a black eye, being held onto by American police officers. Yesterday's news stunned the whole of the UK. Keir Starmer didn't realise the microphone was still on. What, while he was being walked down the road by 3 American police officers, he didn't realise the microphone was still on. And yeah, sure enough, £3,000 per month is now available for citizens of the United Kingdom. You can see instantly it's written by somebody who doesn't even know where to put the pound sign. And what do you know? It's the Quantum AI website with the 115 million thing at the bottom.
Today, I am pleased to present to you a unique government initiative designed to improve the well-being of residents in the UK, creating new opportunities for financial independence. This program has been carefully designed in collaboration with leading economists and experts and is now available to all our citizens. If you are hearing this, it means you have already taken the first step towards a dramatic change in your life. The program I'm talking about...
No, it doesn't. And then we've got all these ridiculous...
Hey guys, Alex here. Just to mention that...
Hey guys, my name is Robert Baker and I've been doing this for a couple of weeks now.
So these are actors defrauding other pensioners for probably £100. You know, nothing. Quantum Dex Air. I mean, it's just beyond laughable. Anyway, so what we're going to do is we'll just put those other 2 videos, the Keir Starmer video and the BBC Michael Farage video, we'll tie those up in this video just so people can see how convincing they are and why people get defrauded. And we'll report all these pages, and from what Nationwide are saying, the chances of getting your money back are, I mean, if the solicitors can prove there's any fallibility within Nationwide, you might get your money back. But most of the scammers, they aren't just trying to take £5,000 out of the £25,000 they're going to get back. They've got no ability to get that money back at all. If they're not a UK solicitor, if they're from Tel Aviv or Tallinn or wherever, they've got no ability to get that money back at all, no matter what kind of forms they fill in. So they are scammers. It's pretty terrifying because, you know, she's dealing with, let's just say she's dealing with 1 every 5 minutes, and they've got 50 people running that line at Nationwide. You know, just from one bank alone, if you think the average claim is in the thousands, you're talking millions every day just with one bank. So this is $1 billion enterprise just in the UK. So imagine what it's like in America or Russia or, you know, just Western Europe alone. Italy, France, Germany, everyone put together. It's in the tens of billions. And Facebook, Google and X.com are right at the centre of it. They are the perpetrators of all of this. Without these social media adverts like that, what's this? Or this, Sarah Davies. You know, without these adverts, these scams couldn't even run. You know, so Zuckerberg, Musk, and Page are right at the core of this scam of defrauding innocent people. So, you know, the next time you watch them on TV and look up to them, think again, because they just don't deserve it.